Hey everybody, it's Christy Sanders, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my house, where today I want to show you the Scentsy Family Reunion 2022 Commemorative Warmer. Now, I already took this baby out of the box because I was so excited to get it. I have come home today and there was 2 Scentsy boxes on my front porch, and I thought there would only be one. And so there was a small box and I had no idea what was inside of it. I was actually not expecting this warmer until closer to Christmas. So I opened it up and it was my Scentsy Family Reunion warmer. Now, this is my first year with Scentsy, so I haven't been to any other Scentsy Family Reunions, but I think, if I get this wrong, somebody please correct me, but I think you are eligible to get a commemorative warmer every time you go to SFR, or at least most years, it sounds like. So this was my first year to go to SFR, and so I may not want to get the warmer every time, although right now I'm thinking I probably will. But I especially wanted to get one for the first time, and I'm so glad that I did, because we had to order these back before we even went to SFR. And if you have seen my SFR video, we had so much fun. Like, it was an incredible experience. I loved it, loved it, loved it. And so I'm so happy to have this little warmer. So I know y'all already see it a little bit. This is what it is. Let me show you what the box looks like. Okay, so most of our boxes are kind of primarily white, and they have a little band of coloring on it, but this box is decorated up just like all of the decorations at Family Reunion. So those of you who went to, I don't want to knock that over. Those of y'all that went to Family Reunion remember these little emoji faces were everywhere. On the back, it's got a black and white picture of the warmer, and it says Scentsy is You 2022 Scentsy Family Reunion Commemorative Warmer. And then the other side looks just like this. Both sides look just the same. And then this is the front. So let me show you what it looks like on the inside. So you know how we always have these little quotes on the inside. Well, on one side, this side, it looks backwards to me. This side is the mission statement, Scentsy's mission statement. And the other side is a quote from Dan Orchard, and it says, Scentsy is a family that works together, challenging each other to become the best versions of ourselves and celebrating the relationships we create together. And if you've never been to Scentsy Family Reunion, you need to make plans to go, because it really, you feel like you're a part of that family, even if you don't know these people. And like, I had total strangers just bring me into their little groups and give me all kinds of tips and hints and just encouragement, and I loved it. And so, but while we were at Scentsy Family Reunion, there were, how should I say this? They had like these big displays, and several of them, it would say Scentsy is, and there were big boxes that you could fill in. And the idea was that everyone that came would pick up one of the markers that was attached to these displays and write in what Scentsy means to you. For me, Scentsy is so much fun, and I can't really tell you that without telling you a little bit about my story. So, my other job is I'm a nurse practitioner, and when I started Scentsy, we had just finished the first year of our nightmare of COVID, and it was a long, hard year. And you know, I love my job and I love the people I take care of, but it was a stressful time for everybody that was in healthcare at the time. And I felt like I just needed something to bring a little joy into my life. You know, I found myself thinking, I need some kind of hobby or something that I do for fun, because I would go home from work and then I would read. You know, we didn't know much about COVID at the time, so I'd come home and I would be reading articles and watching news stories, and it just felt like at the time that COVID just had its fingers in every part of my life, because I had to, it was everywhere, and I needed an outlet at the time. So when I joined Scentsy, I just was going to do it for fun. I thought, well, it'd be fun to have my own testers because I knew I loved the products, and that way I could smell whatever it is that I wanted to order, because nobody was having parties at the time. It was all online. And I thought, well, this just kind of sounds like a fun adventure. And so it has been from the very beginning. It was exactly what I needed at the time. And I told myself, I'll do it as long as it's fun. And when it stops being fun, you know, I don't have to do it forever, but I'm going to try it. And now I can't imagine doing life without my Scentsy friends and just the experiences that I've had. And so it has been such a blessing to me. So I know you didn't think you was going to hear that when you watch this little video about the commemorative warmer, but knowing all of that story, that's why this warmer is pretty important to me too. So I'm going to make sure that I keep this out, and it's going to be in a place where I see it often, because I want it to remind me about how much joy Scentsy brought to me during a time that was really stressful. And so I feel like that first year of COVID was really stressful on nearly everybody. But and so I feel like we kind of had to find things that that relieved our stress, things that we could do for fun, things that brought us joy. And Scentsy was that for me. So when I was at Scentsy Family Reunion and had to write on this display what Scentsy meant to me, and at the time, Scentsy was so much fun. It brought me so much joy. So naturally, that's the first thing I wanted to put on my little letterboard warmer. So this warmer, and I already took it out of the box, because y'all know I'm going to teach you a trick about these little letters. They're kind of hard to take them all apart, so I didn't want to have to do that in front of the camera. But this letterboard warmer, I believe, is just very, very similar to our other letterboard warmer, just a different color. So, oh, I forgot to bring my tape measure. I think it's the same size, but I can put that in the comments below. I think it's a 6-inch by 6-inch. So this is our letterboard warmer. That's a commemorative one from SSFAR. The top of it is an element warmer. It's purple. I love that. The top of it just has the dish built into it. You can see from the side. I don't know if that's ceramic. I think maybe it is. Yeah. This back part's ceramic, and I had lotion on my hands. I got fingerprints all over it. But you can see the little Scentsy logo here and the indicator light. So there's no light bulb. So when you plug it in, the only way you'll know it's on is if you've got this indicator light on. Okay. So it is a 10-watt warmer, and the limit for the number of cubes that goes in it is 4 cubes. So, and all of that information is on the bottom. I don't know if my camera will even focus, or if you're even interested, or if you just want to take my word for it. But on the bottom, there's the number 4, I think, right there. And it says it's a 10-watt warmer. So when it came, it did not have all these fun letters on it. So they were all in little baggies. And if you've got a letterboard warmer already, you probably know how these letters come. Although, because this was a SFR warmer, it had this fun little Scentsy is, just like all the signs that was up at SFR, and it had some of these fun little colored shapes. Then all the letters that come with it are purple. Okay? And then there's one more little colored piece. If I can get it out. Scentsy is, and you can put this underneath it. Scentsy is you, if I wanted to. But I wanted it to say what Scentsy means to me. Alright, so the first wax I'm going to put in this beautiful little warmer is my Scentsy is You brick that I was given at SFR. So everybody that went to Scentsy Family Reunion was given this brick of wax. Oh, here's my little bar. So I'm going to just show you, in case you're new here, hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I have a lot of fun on this, doing these little videos, and I hope that you enjoy it too. But Scentsy has bricks and they have bars, and most people are very familiar with our bars. They have 8 little cubes of wax, okay? A brick is a full pound of wax, so it is about 5.5 of these little bars worth of wax. So there's a lot of wax in here. The SFR wax is a pretty purple color. It matches the warmer. I have used a little bit of this. You may have seen when I did my other SFR video. So the wax is a pretty purple color. On the top, it's got this blue glitter, but the glitter does not go throughout it. But it reminds me of all those that, y'all, there were confetti cannons that were going off just all the time at SFR. And so it was so fun. But so I'm going to warm this one. My other brick, because you know my husband went with me and they gave him all the prizes too. So he got a, this is the one that I've cut into. I've got one more that that he got, and I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to keep it, but I've got it filled with, that's some of the confetti that it was falling down like snow. It was thick everywhere at this convention, and so I'm keeping this wax bar just as a little memento. And the confetti, when they passed these out, that confetti was falling everywhere. And the confetti I put in here, I just kind of, I put some that was on my chair. When I stood up, all this landed in my chair, and I just put it in my in my wax bar. But anyway, okay, so before you leave, I want to teach you a little trick about these letters. Okay, so if you've ever had a letter board before, you probably already know this little trick, but the letters come on these little plastic stems, okay? And they've got these little bitty, they're attached with these little bitty plastic pieces. All right. So when I first was trying to get these off, I was bending these letters back and forth and twisting them, and they would break off finally. Let me see if I can do one real quick. But my fingers started getting sore. I had worked on them for so long, okay? And so you can twist them and break them off, but do you see how this S has that little nub at the bottom? All of them had this little spiky nub at the bottom. Okay, so I went to the internet trying to find out what the trick is to get this little stick-up part off of the bottom of my letters. So you can use a nail file, and you can file, and you can file. And y'all, there's a lot of letters in here, and that would just about drive you bonkers doing that for very long. So I thought, no, this is not going to work. My fingers are getting sore, and I'm tired of filing. So I tried a pair of nail clippers. Well, that would work on some, but it wouldn't work on all of them because nail clippers are kind of curved, so that wouldn't work. Scissors. I tried scissors, and if you look straight at a pair of scissors, you got the two blades coming down side by side. That wasn't working. I got this little pair of banded scissors out of my emergency kit because they're more narrow blades, if you can tell. That worked a little, but I felt like it was messing up my scissors. So I went back to the internet. I thought there's got to be a trick somewhere out here to help me, because I'm tired of fighting with these little letters. I wanted to put them on my letter board and get on with the fun stuff, right? So I found someone that said you can use a pair of wire cutters. Now these are obviously very old wire cutters. So if you had some nice new ones, they would be shiny. But if you take the wire cutters and see how it's kind of indented on one side, but it's smooth on the other, and see how the blades come flat together. They don't overlap like a pair of scissors. So if you will take the wire cutters on the smooth side and put it right up against your letter, and I try to kind of wrap my hand around a little bit so the little peg of plastic doesn't go flying. But then you can cut them really close. See? Maybe it'll focus in. So see, the nub is gone. So I got all of these letters, and there's little emojis in here. I'm sure there are on the other letter board that we have too at Scentsy. See the little, here's a little sunshine. There's lots of fun letters and symbols in here. But if you get a letter board, which I think you should, because I think letter boards in general are so much fun, but don't forget to get out your handy pair of wire cutters, because it's so much easier to do your letters that way. So that's my handy trick. But I thought if you didn't go to SFR, you might want to see this fun warmer, and I highly, highly, highly recommend going to SFR next year because it was lots and lots of fun. I met so many sweet people that I still talk to on a regular basis online, and it was just such a great experience. I learned so many fun tricks and fun hints and helpful tips for my business. So, but that's all. This is what the warmer looks like. Thank you guys for watching our little videos and supporting my little Scentsy business. And I appreciate it when you watch my videos, when you share our videos, when you subscribe. It helps out our little business and helps promote our page. And that's so sweet when y'all do that. I will see y'all later. I've got another video I'm working on today with a new Hocus Pocus warmer that came in the other box that was on my porch today. So I'll be showing that to y'all soon. Y'all have a happy day. Bye-bye.